Today I will be rating common words and phrases used in fanfiction. Disclaimer, some of these are going to be more common in some fandoms over others, and this is simply my opinion as someone who happens to read fanfiction. We're starting off with tongues battling for dominance. I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 10. It comes off as aggressive and not in the sexy way. It's just way too overused. The words tongues and battling don't mix well, and it just feels sloppy. Again, not in a sexy way. Hands finding purchase on or scrambling for purchase. This one I do not mind as much. I like the imagery it conveys, the desperation presence. Like, whoa, you're so frazzled, you're scrambling to try to grab something. Scrambling for purchase on what? Their hair, their shoulders, their clothing, their cheeks? I'll give this one a 7 out of 10. Orbs, twinkling orbs, shimmering orbs, glimmering orbs, sparkling orbs, 0 out of 10. Imagining eyes as orbs is just creepy. Using epithets and attributes to describe who's talking, such as the younger male, raven-haired male. -2 out of 10. Maybe it's because I read so much of it when I was younger, but it just makes me recoil inside. It's like someone is scratching my brain in the wrong direction. I hate it. Hard as steel, soft as silk. It's referring to, you know, 2 out of 10. They both sound really industrial to me. Like, oh, I'm hard as steel going to work at the steel beam factory. Or, oh, I'm soft as silk. I'm gonna sew some silk blouses at the Victorian sweatshop. Letting go of a breath they didn't know they were holding. 9 out of 10. I know a lot of people don't like this one, but I personally really enjoy it. It evokes a very specific tension being released, and I'm down for it. Yes, like anything, it can be overdone, but as long as you don't push it, I say it's fine. A character towing off their shoes. 10 out of 10. It's something we all do. It's very easy to picture in your head. And the phrase was born through fanfiction, I believe. So if you ever come across it in an IRL book, then chances are the author may be on AO3. Can I kiss you? 9 out of 10. It's so sweet and considerate, and I'm always super endeared to the person asking. I would melt if someone asked me this before going in. Licks the other person's lips to ask for entrance. 2 out of 10. Don't like the imagery. It just feels like such an awkward phrase to put in when something juicy is happening. Insert hair color. If I have to read Ravenette or Bluenet ever again, I swear to God, 0 out of 10. Carted their fingers through so-and-so's hair. 6 out of 10, can get a bit repetitive, but it's still a nice feeling to imagine, so I don't mind it too much. The gesture is cute. Mule, 5 out of 10, very hit or miss. Smirk, 6 out of 10. As long as smirking is not a character's sole personality trait, it's usually okay. Keen, 7 out of 10 for this one. I'll be a bit more generous with it than mule, but roughly the same principle. Globes, as a descriptor for boobs or butt. 3 out of 10. I really don't want to be thinking about one of those spinny globes from history class. Blush, blushing, blush. It's adorable when characters get flustered in fanfic, but like smirk, don't let it be your character's sole personality trait. 7 out of 10. Locks, synonymous with hair. Again, I think I just read it too much when I was younger, but it's an immediate turnoff. 3 out of 10. Ministrations, 4 out of 10. Weirdly clinical. Oh. In italics. 20 out of 10, absolute perfection. Whoever started that deserves a Nobel Prize. Character name smells or tastes like dealer's choice and something unique to character name. For example, Lanjan smelled like cedar and sandalwood and something unique to Lanjan. If you word it right and maybe use something a bit less conventional for the scent descriptors but still attractive, I'm usually more drawn to it, so 6 out of 10. Referring to siblings as bro or sis. 3 out of 10, I don't know anyone with siblings who uses those terms. I for one don't. It comes off as very sitcom-y and not natural sounding. Peppered or peppering kisses. 8 out of 10. I've never had a problem with it. It's cute. Maybe use some other verbs in there at some point to spice it up a bit. There was a pregnant pause. Is the pause gonna give birth at some point? I don't mind baby fix or pregnancy fix, but something about referring to a pause as pregnant just kind of throws me off a bit, especially if this phrase is used a lot. 4 out of 10. So-and-so character's heart skipped a beat. Used sparingly, it's fine. Used too much, and I worry that the character has a cardiovascular problem. 5 out of 10, you could substitute it for a better phrase. Opening up the story with the weather. 3 out of 10, it's a personal pet peeve, honestly. 90% of the time, whenever I see this, I just yeet out of the fic immediately, unless the description is done in such a way that it really grabs my attention, but this might be a bit of a hot take. So, pillows, as a descriptor for lips. 1 out of 10. No, just conjures up this weird hybrid love child of a Tempur-Pedic mattress and Botox. Digits, as a descriptor for fingers. 6 out of 10. Has potential, but can also come off as clinical and clunky sounding. Stuttering typed out like ha ha, hi, or don't. 4 out of 10. Sprinkled in here and there, it's fine, but too much of it comes off as Wattpad-y. And for the grand finale, we have a lightning round of euphemisms for naughty bits. Let's go. Member, 6 out of 10. Length, 5 out of 10. Manhood, 2 out of 10. Rod, 1 out of 10. Organ, -5 out of 10. Sword, 2 out of 10. Points for funny factor. I would actually be more impressed if they pulled out a literal sword during the deed, though. Weeping, 0 out of 10. Mound, 1 out of 10. I don't want to be thinking about burial mounds when reading smut, but you know what? It could be much, much worse. Clamshell, -60 out of 10. Absolutely not. Folds, 5 out of 10. Not inherently bad, but can get old real quick. Feet, 7 out of 10. Can be a bit vague. Tunnel, 2 out of 10. Makes me feel like I'm zooming through an underpass. Flower, 3 out of 10. Flattering, but a bit too avant-garde. Canal, 1 out of 10. I do not want to be thinking about the Suez Canal while I'm reading smut. What would you personally rank all of these phrases and words? Put them in the comments. I'm curious. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you in my next video. Bye!